Hey, Melanin Marketing family, this is your girl, Gina. I am the owner and principal of RRP Marketing. My name is Regina R. Patterson, and I am so glad to have you here today. First of all, you're probably here because you're grinding and you're learning how to grow your business. So, because of that, you stuck in with it for another week or you're just getting started, please give yourself a round of applause because your girl knows that it can be hard and sometimes we want to give up. So, why am I here? I am here because I have 15 plus years of marketing experience, real world marketing experience with some of the larger brands. And I want to share with you guys the tips, and the tricks to help you level up and make boss moves, right? So today's topic is Facebook. Because if you're like me, you realize Facebook is changing. And the day that you really thought that Facebook was changing, right, was the day that you saw Facebook dating. Like, really? Facebook dating? Like, is this Tinder now? Like, swipe left, swipe right? Not really sure. But if you've been paying attention, the reality is that Facebook has been changing right before your eyes over literally the course of the full time of Facebook, but it's really been changing probably the last 12 to maybe 16 months, but definitely within probably the past 6 or 7 months. And so let's talk about why this change actually is happening. One of the reasons why it's happening is because Facebook has gone through some legal issues. They had some proceedings last year and really they got their butt held to the fire in regards to privacy, right? And also, there's been a lot of scrutiny with just concerns about self esteem and, for lack of better words, really, really sorrowful situations, but suicide and mental health and so on. And so, after, these claims started coming out, that maybe Facebook wasn't keeping our information as private as it needed to be. And after they went through those proceedings, Zuckerberg came out and said he's going to start focusing more on connections. Facebook is going to be more about making connections, right? And with that, one of the things that you have seen is if you've been paying attention, you've been seeing the rise of groups more, and you've been seeing more and more attention being placed on those groups, right? And that's because a lot of the focus is being put on groups right now. And so, with that being said, we have to really pay attention as business owners to how we're using Facebook. So, the question that we can ask is if the timeline or if your news feed went away, how would you continue to communicate with your customers? And so there are really three takeaways that I want us to really take away from this. The first takeaway is that we really need to be connecting with our customers outside of Facebook. So whether that is Instagram, which is technically still owned by Facebook, LinkedIn, YouTube, whether or not you have email lists, which I really encourage you to get an email newsletter. Get people signed up now. Don't wait until like the fire is under your butt and you're saying, how can I actually connect with my customers? Get your emails, sign people up right now, get it together so when it's time to pull the trigger, you actually can pull that trigger. The second thing is to possibly start your own group. It's very easy to start a group. And if you're engaging, if your content is there, then you can actually build that group as well. It does take consistency, but the reach of pages are going down. The reach of business pages are going down. It takes a lot of Facebook ads and advertising and different things to reach people. And so groups, with the emphasis being on groups, they have more transparency. Your audience has more transparency to those groups right now. And the third thing is just making sure that you're involved in groups, whether it's a group that's directly related to your product or service, or it's a group that's related kind of on the fringes. So, for example, if you specialize in hair, in building confidence, then fashion relates to that, as well. If you are a crafter, then crafting groups are really, really good for you to be in, and maybe even homemaking groups, right? And so those are the things that you want to keep in mind as you think about growing your business over time, because we want to make sure that we're ready when Facebook continues to make these changes and that we're engaging and connecting. Because to be honest, Facebook, Twitter, they all started as social networking channels and not social media channels. And if you think about the foundation of what they are and who they are, it's meant actually to connect people. And you know, I said this years ago, but marketing has like this dirty little secret that we, at least I say to myself, that we kind of ruined, you know, Facebook. We kind of ruined the those social networking channels because we turned them into social media channels, right? We started to say we can buy ads and we want people to come and buy from us and so on and so forth. And then you started to hear from us more and more and more and more and more, you know, and it just got really, really diluted from its pure purpose of connecting. But the reality is that people are still on there. They are still connecting. Some people are interacting differently, a lot of it being within groups specifically, right? And so just keep that in mind. The second thing about Facebook that we have to remember is that video is not created equally. There's Facebook video and then there's YouTube video. Remember that Facebook and YouTube are competitors. And so it's really important to realize that Facebook values a Facebook video more than they value a YouTube video, right? And so it makes more sense if you want to get more views to actually upload your videos directly to Facebook. You can also upload them to YouTube, but if you upload directly to Facebook versus sending a link from YouTube to Facebook, you'll tend to have more views because of that. So just keep that in mind. The other things, just don't forget to go live on Facebook and to have stories on Facebook, because those are the things that Facebook will actually value. The fourth thing with Facebook changing, and this one is actually about Instagram, but Instagram is owned by Facebook, is that Instagram is beginning to hide the number of likes on images, and I'm not even sure the number of followers. But I know this is taking place specifically in Australia right now, and there is plan to bring that to the US from what I understand. And so with that being said, if you're not able to be seen as popular anymore, you're not getting as many likes, or you're really getting them but people can't see them, you know, then what does that actually mean for your business? Especially if you're an ambassador, if you're a YouTuber, an Instagram blogger, like those are the questions that are being asked right now. And so as we think about our businesses, as we think about how we're growing, we just have to continue to remember to stay liquid, and to adjust with the different changes that are there. And that's just something to keep in mind. And the final thing is that Facebook has introduced, get ready for it, guys, they have introduced Facebook Creator. So Facebook Creator, do you guys remember YouTube Partner? And now you see that YouTube has like YouTube Creator Studio. Well, Facebook Creator actually is really similar to like YouTube Partner, or really just the opportunity to make money from the videos that you create on Facebook also. And so Facebook has a creator studio. I encourage everybody to go look into it to see how you may actually be able to grow your coins. Because as we're growing businesses, we can think about growing businesses by selling products and services, right? Or we can think about other ways that we can diversify. Diversifying means creating videos, and then what can we do with that to actually grow our business? So those are really 5 major changes that have been happening with Facebook and Instagram, and how it can impact your business. And these are things that I continue to watch. I may be a little bit pessimistic about it at first. I may not pass the information on at first. But as time goes on, and as I see that this is becoming important, and that, you know, the people who are out here trying to grind, that they can use this information, I try to pass it on. I try to pass it on because it is my heart to help people who are getting started, those startups, actually grow their business, and they don't have the information. Not everyone is privy to the information that I have, you know, every day. And so I'm blessed to be able to share that information with everyone. So thank you guys for watching. I really hope that you enjoyed this video. I hope it's short and sweet for you. Keep grinding, keep going, and just don't forget that Tyler Perry was big news this weekend, but it took him 30 years to get to where he is. So keep grinding, keep going, do not give up. You never know where your destination is.